Really, your slot is almost probably more a genius slot than we know, I'd say, but you know, it is sharing stuff that isn't about I've got all this worked out and I'm the expert. We don't use the word expert. I'm the expert and I'm telling you what you need to know about these subjects. But about these are the latest things I'm thinking about. These are the things I'm exploring, and I want to, you know, give you the opportunity to engage with that information. So that was the purpose of the genius slot. So it wasn't something you had to get right. It was about us all collectively engaging in that subject. So the subject I'm going to focus on today is living your dreams. How do you take on living your dreams, right? And like a lot of the subjects that I work on, I kind of really think deeply about it, and I kind of get into it, sort of analyse it. And I imagine we could all say we are living a dream right now. There's something we're doing now, or some opportunity we're afforded, or community, or part of something. You have a skill set that maybe 5 years, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever your time scale is, that you'd say that would have been a dream come true. And I know that's for sure. For everyone, I don't know about you, Louise, personally, but definitely the people in this room, I've seen it. So then where is our relationship to dreams? And I'd say it's temporal. We're constantly thinking they're out there. And quite often what I notice when I'm working with business owners or working within a lot of the programs I deliver is people mix up context and goals. So goal is maybe some physical manifestation or result that I want to achieve. And a dream, I think, is more about living and being that in the moment for me. And I don't think of goals, I don't think of my dreams as goals. I don't think, personally, I have to have that for a dream to come true. I can be that right now. And then there's some, if you like, I suppose within Abraham Hicks' conversation would be materialisation of those ideas, that they come into reality. But actually, if you're being it now, then when they turn up or they don't turn up, it's actually, you don't actually need the result in some way. Anyway, so, you know, I've seen about, what do we dream about? What are your current, what would be a dream that's not here for you right now? Is there anything that you're kind of occupied with, thinking about in terms of those dreams? Are you giggling? What was there? What was it? That's the bit I want to hear about. What made you giggle?
I think one of my dreams is to be in a stable relationship, but then I started giggling thinking that's all I can bang on about. So yeah. Yeah. Good. Lucky man. Woman. Oh, damn.
I'm not going to judge, right? But you know, whatever. But you know, who wouldn't want to be in a relationship with Angela, right? See, it's lovely. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. So what else? What other dreams? What other dreams?
Get that book out.
Getting that book out. Yeah. Well, we've got someone who can help you with that. So.
I'm a dream home all day. I mean, I'm saying you actually wanted the right dream relationship as well, but dream home is on my major goal board with forever, and then producing the big open air concert festival. That's a big.
Oh yeah, I imagine that.
That's big.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so, and I'm going to say to you, like, you know, where do dreams exist? And I've kind of already let the cat out of the bag, is we have them like they're somewhere out there. And I'm making an argument, actually they're right here. You can live and operate inside of a relationship, a dream home, big venture, big opportunity right now. And that you can have that experience of a relationship without it being manifest. That was the word.
How does that work?
Yeah.
I can't live in a dream home and not be there. A bit cold.
Because you already do. You know, look, somewhere, I mean, two things I wanted to share. One was Kiva. I looked them up, and they have a line that says, I had it and it's gone. Dreams are universal, opportunities are not. So we all have dreams, but we don't necessarily have the opportunity, right? And there was something that came out on Facebook that I wrote, it's gone now.
Screenshots it.
I should have done. It was a memory that, whatever. It was around the idea of somebody's looking at you thinking, wow, Dave Cornwell. Someone is inspired by Dave Cornwell. There's probably more than one person, I reckon. Someone's looking at you and looking at your life, and there's people on this planet who look at your life and go, that is the dream life. You're living the dream life. Probably 95% of our global population would look at your life right now and go, that is the dream life, if I could only have that life. And I know this can be quite philosophical, like, running water, power, carpet, heating, food in the fridge, clothes on your rail, puts you in such a high percentage of our global population, but we've become accustomed to it. We don't actually have that level of gratitude. When was the last time you actually turned the tap on and went, wow, I've got running water? I bet you your boiler packs up, you'll start to think about it. I bet you your fridge packs up, you'll start to think about it. I bet if your car broke down, you couldn't go and do what you wanted to do, you'll start to think about it. So for me, part of living that dream is actually in the already now appreciation of everything you have.
You said, I don't know, if you accept what you've got now, then you'll attract more, which is the opposite way around to how your brain thinks, isn't it? You're in a moment of lack.
I wouldn't frame it like that. It's not because I'm being awkward. I would frame it like this: accept what you've got now. It doesn't matter what comes or doesn't come. Appreciate everything in the way that this is everything. This is it. If you think about it, this is it. There is no future. This is it. It's everything present right now. And when we meditate, when we do sport, when we get in flow, right now, being wholly in gratitude for everything you've got is a fantastic way. Because if you can't appreciate this, you're not going to appreciate the bigger house, the better car, the concert, the event, the relationship. I promise you, they're a pain in the arse, they fart, they won't leave their socks everywhere. And apparently, it's like I could have days. If you fart around your partner and they accept you, your relationship lasts longer. Me and Arthur never getting divorced. As much as she wanted to. But what I'm saying is like, what I'm encouraging, what I'm being a stand for, is that you've already got the dream life, you've already got the dream house, you've already got the dream car. Do you have the courage enough to say it already is? And I think that's what it is, because it doesn't mean those other things can't come. You know? So that's what I'm saying. So I would say your dreams are right now, they're happening, you're having them. When I was 14, I did have a dream of owning an AC Cobra. And that's me and my wife on our wedding day. So there is something about declaring something into reality. We cover this in Be Inspired, but we as human beings generally don't have a powerful relationship to our word. We say stuff, but then we don't really say stuff. You know, and I was 14, I saw a Cobra in the showroom, and I took a picture of it. And I wrote on the back, I will have one. I think I was 14, I said I was going to have one by the time I was 24. In reality, I was 5 or 6 years late. I think 5 years late. But it happened. I've lived that dream of having a car that was an iconic car for me. And this is the thing, like, the way I ended up with the Cobra was this. I said to Oz, I want to buy a motorbike. I've had a motorbike for years, I used to ride motorbikes. And she can't have a motorbike. I said, can I have a Cobra? She goes, yes, you can have a Cobra. And she shared that dream. She loves cars. We love cars, we love that experience. And we drove to our wedding in it. So that for me is an iconic part of my past that has been realised because I stood for something. And I declared it. And if you hold yourself true to your word, you are your word, you really want a relationship, then you commit, I'm having a relationship. You already be that now. I never ever, in my mind, I never doubted I wouldn't get a Cobra. Doesn't make me a better person, doesn't make me better than you, doesn't, you know, it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. But I never doubted in my mind, in my thinking, as far as I can remember, I never thought I wouldn't have it. In fact, one of I shared with you guys is I've never thought that this would happen. Last year, the things we talk about when we're on our way driving back from these things. This is all part of the plan. You sitting here, Dave Caldwell, running this program is totally down to in my world. You're here because I created this. I own it. I own your result. Now that sounds arrogant, but it's not. It's actually being true to my power and creating an impact in an organisation that's going to shift people's lives. That's why you're here, because you share that as well, don't you? Don't you? You could say, well, the only reason you're here, okay, is because I brought you here. We manifested this, right? So shared vision, shared goals is really important. Shared dreams is really important. I think that brings momentum to it. Imagine if I had said, oh, I want a motorbike, no. Can I have a Cobra? No. Oh, can I have a Ford Escort? No. Wheelbarrow? Yeah, maybe. Well, that's not the dream, is it? And then someone said to me that did this in London, was that the dream Cobra? I went, no, not really. It wasn't. I compromised. I'll tell you why I compromised. Because the engine that was supposed to have was a different engine to the one it had. Because we went for a smaller engine for my wife because she wanted to drive it. So the dream still lives on.
Have you still got the car? Or
No, I sold it.
Oh, you sold it.
I sold it, and when I took a loan and topped up some cash to buy it, and when I paid off the loan back to the Co-op Bank back then, I wrote them a letter with it, and I said, I want you to understand, when I'm paying this debt off, this loan allowed me to fulfil the dream. I sent it in. I'm not going to do that, but I did. I was like thankful for it. I was thankful for it. But I will have another one.
Canary, age 12.
It's like that new buying a car letter, you know, like you sell my little. So, you know, take note. Your dreams are happening.
On that point, have you know the Pixar's with the Toy Story? The guy that created the original Toy Story has got a toy of Woody, which is all beaten up, one of the legs is missing and everything like that, with a letter. He's still got it in his prized possession, and it was sort of a kid that sent it to him. He said he's all worn out, and his mum and dad bought him a new one. He wanted to send him the other one so that someone else could enjoy it.
There you go.
He said he's got the letter now, it's actually in the Toy Story Museum.
Yeah, that's where your love actually is.
It's pretty sad. I hear the Co-op's got it under his bed.
Can I ask you a question?
Once you got that car, were you like, oh, done that, what's the next thing? Or did you actually enjoy it?
I loved it. I really loved it. I used to drive it to work. I'd get stopped by the police, and I go, "Haven't done anything." They go, "Well, no, just want to look at the car." I'm like, look at the car. I had people pull up in 911 turbos, look at it, go, "Wow, it was beautiful." It was a burgundy metallic, it had gold wheels, side exhaust.
And didn't get those, nobody keyed it?
No, never.
Thank
No,
goodness.
no. And I remember sitting in traffic and it just go like that, and I'd just go through the country lanes and I'd hear the burble. It was everything I wanted to be. It wasn't the power I wanted, but it was the experience.
Fair, you've got a few fines, so there you go, you saved a bit of money.
Who's that guy? Anyone know? Jill does, but who else knows? See, the other thing is, are you willing to live in the unexpected? Because that's when it gets really interesting. We have all these ideas of what we really want, but what about if you sat in the unexpected, the miracles happening, right? So, anyone know who this guy is?
No.
Anyone heard of the Zeitgeist movement? Peter Joseph, right? That's Peter Joseph. Zeitgeist movement. One of my heroes. I've met one of my heroes. He doesn't look all that. He was actually exhausted.
What is the Zeitgeist movement?
Look it up. So it's about creating a sustainable world and looking at how our planet works and operates. It's been a big influence on me. Very intelligent guy. The point I'm making is, what is it you've never even planned for that could turn up in your space? You know, I'm not saying, all right, well, who could I want to meet? No, that's actually being open to those miracles. Being open to meetings you're tiny in Stevenage. You know, being awake to things that are going to come.
No, that's definitely happening. That's how all my projects have come. It's just meeting the right person at a moment in time at a networking event.
Synchronicity. Law of attraction, right?
You meet for coffee, things develop, next thing you know, you're business partners for life, as it were. Right?
Bingo.
Absolutely.
Well, you made it happen.
Yeah.
You've been
took
open.
the opportunity.
You did the action to meet up and discuss.
I think being open to those miracles is really something that I would say is part of living your dreams. The other thing I want to say is I want to share my last 7 days. Right? These are my last 7 days living my dream. I've been doing a photography class, so that's why I did a 5-week photography course, and I love learning. I love leading. I can't spell, so no one pays me to spell.
Next week is a spell.
So for me, part of my dreams is learning. I love learning. I love absorbing new information. So being around. So we created this whole community. So me and Jill could learn more stuff. So you're here, so we could learn some more new stuff. Masterclass. I've learned so many new things and reinforced things I already know because of your contribution today, right? Went to a collaborators event who I love. I love collaborators. I think I was talking about the Thursday one at Essex when I did this. Work with clients that I love. I don't work with people I don't love. So if you wanted to work with me and I didn't like you, forget it. I'm not going to take you on. In fact, I fire clients. Who fires clients? Who's fired a client in the last 6 months? Yeah, good. If they're not right for you, move them on. I bought a car that I love. Recently, I bought another car. I bought a Super Impreza WRX with a big thing on it. Yeah. So, and my wife goes, "Oh, you're having a midlife crisis." Oh no, I'm going, "Oh no, I just love driving." Yeah. I'm not 40.
Why are you
I'm
on?
37.
Oh, 37, so
Thank
you
you,
don't
sorry,
that's
sorry,
not
really
it.
sorry.
I was wanting to do a
I'm
maths
joking, I'm
right.
48.
You said 15 years, I think.
I live in a town that I love. I love living in Hertford. I absolutely love it. I love walking out. My kids, we walk out, we walk down, walk down the Hertford, we walk out, and the kids go, I love living in Hertford, Daddy. I love living in Hertford. I'm like, I love living in Hertford. I love living in Hertford, right? I love living in my town, right? I went to Surrey with my daughters a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it. We just
What
took
was
the
the
time.
last 7 days?
No, I wrote it when I wrote this. It was those last 7
right,
days.
sorry.
And then started a new business in cars. I'm launching a car sales service business, which is going to be a national business. It's going to be a big business. And I love cars. I'm back to some things that I really love doing. And this is the last those 7 days. I'm not going to talk about the last 7 days today. But can you see something? There's a thread here. What's the thread? Consider our session today. It's love. If you're vibrationally connected to those things, and they emotionally, viscerally, and make you feel great, it's really important. And I hang out with people that I love, including you. I love to be so great.
You must be on the first sight.
So, that's it. It's like, be mindful who you sit next to on the bus. Protect yourself. Be attracted to great people. I mean, the fact we have Angela Makepeace in our life, and Scott, and Ian even. Well, you think you get an easy ride? No. So hang out with people you love, that make you feel good, that share your values. Don't hang out with arseholes. Do you know, I saw Penny Power do a talk at the Roger Hamilton event, a couple of years ago, and she said, I've had enough of rich arseholes. Just because someone's got some money doesn't make them a decent person, or not. If they're an arsehole, they're an arsehole, I promise you. Yeah. So feel it. First feel it. Check in with your emotions. Do people raise your energy and vibration, or do they pull you down? Be protective of that. Be around people that lift you, that allow you to rise to your level. Be picky about that. And your emotions are really important. If anything, if I'd say anything, but maybe about love as well, and that allow yourself to feel great. You feel great about yourself, the perfect guy will turn up, and you won't know. You'll be like, oh my God, there's 4 of them now. I don't know which one to choose.
Did you from like buses?
Yeah.
There's nothing for them. They all come at once,
And then you can't make a choice. Yeah, exactly. So be protective of your feelings, emotions. They're really important. So the other thing I want you to think about is the next 90 days. Now I use 90 days in my coaching. I don't do long yearly plans with people. I say, what are we going to do the next 90 days? Right? We have a vision, we have a content. 90 days. It's not so far ahead that you can't see it, but 90 days comes around quick. And also, think about, this is the present. That's the last 90 days, and this is where I get people to think about this. Is think about whatever results you've got now. Remember you said earlier about getting all this business, and this is only made up, is the work of the last 90 days. What you were doing 90 days ago is why you've got this work now. So what happens to people is they get loads of business and they stop doing the things they were doing 90 days ago, brought the business in, right? It's a classic, and it's like, famine and feast, right? Keep doing the things that get you business. Keep doing the things that get you the results you want in your life. But we don't, we stop. So think where you want to be in 90 days, whatever you're doing now, you're going to be getting those results. Maybe quicker, maybe longer, but 90 days is a good way of thinking about it. Fantastic, it's not too far ahead. So the next 90 days, make a call or set up a meeting. If there's a meeting or a call you've got to do, go make those calls and meetings, set them up. Make sure there's calls and meetings in the diary over the next 90 days. Make sure you're in an event or you're going to see something. Speak to someone about it. You've got an idea for a dream or something you want to bring into manifest, or into reality, is speak to someone about it. It sounds really obvious, right? But, look, when I first met Jill, the reason you guys are here is because I actually spoke to her and she went, that's a good idea. I went, oh, okay then. And we carried on. That's why we're here. That's why we're being inspired and being voiced and all that other stuff. Because we actually spoke to each other. And you know what? I spoke to someone that went, you know what? I think that's a good idea. I don't think you're crazy. Well, you're a little bit crazy. And why come around my house again? I told you I was going to work. Share it far and wide. Don't be afraid to be laughed at. The stuff I say to people sometimes is just, you know what? You're not my audience. It's fine. I'm still going to be true to myself. And then, keep feeling it. And I've got to tell you, for me, that's probably the biggest lesson I want to share is feel it, feel good, be proud. Feel that love, feel that energy. Otherwise,
you're attracting more of the same, aren't you?
That's why you're here. I'm attracted you. And keep taking action. You know, go back to what I said to you earlier, is keep doing those things. Because that's how we impact reality, is through our, you know, yes, we can sit there just being all knowing, everywhere, nothing, all that, and I'm into all that completely. But if you don't pick up the phone, you don't go and see someone, you don't talk to someone, you don't go at risk, you don't put yourself at risk, if you don't go out on a date, you're not going to get a relationship, are you? Are you? Oh, well, I know now you've got the grinder and whatever. You've got a relationship. Yeah, but keep taking action. You know, one of the things I've got to say is I love progress. If you took some ground today, you took some ground. You take some more ground. You take some more ground. You look back, and you go, wow, look how far I've come. So living your dream takes courage. Now, people say they want to live their dream, but they don't. It takes courage, right? Feel the fear, but anyway, yeah, exactly. Fear and excitement is a good indicator you're onto something. Action impacts reality, and you get feedback.
Did you know that God doesn't know the difference between fear and excitement?
Well,
That's an absolute fact. And my counsellor partner in crime on my workshops talks about that. Because otherwise the fear of public speaking, everyone freaks and sweaty palms and heart's going and everything's going, you can't really think straight because you're fit. But actually when you're excited and giddy with excitement because the new car's about to be arrived, about sweaty palms, your heart's going, you can't think straight, I've got the car's about to arrive. Same thing, your brain's really different. And so it's like that's how you can turn a fearful situation into something else by switching it.
On that note as well, what we cover in Be Inspired is we've been so programmed to fear. Through media, schooling, education, competition, fear, scarcity, fear. Yeah. So all we've got to do is just condition ourselves for excitement.
And with the play with the public speaking, we just say you've got to change where you're focusing, don't focus on the delivery, focus on the content. Because nobody knows what you're going to say, and then you just forget about the bits. But yeah.
It takes time. It does take time. Reality is, yes, you can be it right now, but it will take time. It will, you know, think 90-day turnarounds, yeah? So in 90 days, what do you want? What do you want in your life, in your experience, that you don't have now, that you want it in? Start now. Be stand for now. And miracles, expect the unexpected. If you don't expect them, they won't come. I expect miracles. I expect breakthrough results. Breakthrough results, miracles, and dreams coming true is how I live my life.
Yeah,
that's just how that goes, right? And that's what it is. So most of all, and this is Charlie Chaplin code, you need power only when you want to do something harmful. Otherwise, love is enough to get everything done.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Charlie Chaplin's an amazing guy. Amazing guy. So that's the thoughts I want to leave you with. Any questions?
No, it's very good. Very good.
Thanks. A round of applause. No questions. Are we done? Are you happy?
I'm going to have a slide in about 5 minutes.
Let's get these slides out. I'll check with Jill. I'm happy to do it. I just don't know how to do it.